Joplin residents learn more about plans for a state-of-the-art sports complex at an open house today. Plus, we're going to show you the aftermath of a bridge collapse in southeast Kansas. KOAM News at 10 is next.
New developments happening in Joplin. What are they? I'm Anthony Saviello. An answer to that question coming up.
Plus, a rural Kansas bridge gives way, collapses into the Neosho River. And a rock and roll legend helps cut the ribbon on a music-themed restaurant in Wyandotte.
The 4 states' most watched news starts now.
The newest development in Joplin gets resident feedback. This is KOAM News at 10. I'm Dow Quick. Prospect Village is a multi-use development that's been in the pre-planning stages for more than 2 years. The project includes a publicly owned state-of-the-art sports complex. Community members were welcome to an open house today to learn more. KOAM's Anthony Saviello has details.
Developing the future can be difficult.
It's also a challenging site. It was a Superfund site through the EPA. It was previously owned by International Paper, so a lot of due diligence on just the environmental components of the site, making sure it gets cleaned up properly, everything's remediated. So I feel good about the progress we've made. We've got a great team involved on the site, doing all the due diligence, working through all the planning, the design work, so yeah, we're happy about the progress we've made.
The new Prospect Village development in Joplin looks to bring new infrastructure, entertainment, and tourism to Joplin.
The city, we welcome new investment. We welcome redevelopment of the community, especially underutilized, blighted properties. This new development project can really enhance the community, provide great amenities, and give us an ability to grow.
According to Drew Snyder, Joplin is the perfect place for this project.
We've spent a lot of time here. We've developed a lot of relationships. It's a great place, it's a great community. So we're excited to continue to invest in Joplin, and I would say we are interested in doing this project because of the experience and because of the, I would say, business-friendly climate that we've had with the city and wanting to see positive changes in the community.
And after feedback from the public, he holds to that idea.
Local use, non-peak weekends, things like that, local use on weeknights is important, and this will be publicly owned. We're using public funding in order to do that, so I think that started the planning side of this.
In Joplin, Anthony Saviello, KOAM News.
Snyder says the hope is to begin construction on the development in 2026. A bridge over the Neosho River south of St. Paul, Kansas is no more. It's collapsed into the river today under the weight of a fallen tree. It's a dramatic sight. The steel bridge on Veterans Road is now mostly underwater. Neosho County authorities got the call around 11 this morning about a large tree that had fallen onto the bridge, causing it to break apart. There were no vehicles on the bridge at the time, and the sheriff's office says no one was hurt. Neosho County deputies and road bridge crews responded quickly and closed access to the bridge. The bridge had a posted weight limit of 3 tons. Authorities will seek charges in connection with a Joplin shooting incident from last night, but not for the shooting exactly. Police say the incident happened just after 10:20 at a home on South Grand Avenue. According to authorities, Stephen Williams showed up uninvited to the home. Williams' ex-girlfriend claimed he then caused a disturbance. Another man at the home, Tegan Hasty, went outside to check for property damage when Williams approached him. During an altercation, Hasty was allegedly assaulted and Williams was shot. Williams was taken to a local hospital where he is listed in stable condition. Joplin police say they will pursue multiple charges against Williams, including trespassing, domestic assault, and vandalism. Williams is currently not in police custody. Again, he is the one in the hospital. Authorities say they do not plan to seek charges against Hasty, as they've determined he acted in self-defense. Let's check in with meteorologist Lindsay Gaffney now for a first look at the weather.
Well, winds are still gusting up to 10, 15 miles per hour, but you can see Yates Center and Iola up to 20 miles per hour. We do have our front trying to push in. That's our dry line. Storms have been developing along that most of the afternoon. So overall, though, for our area, we've still been looking really nice all the way until tomorrow morning. So once we get into Friday morning, a few of these showers do try and make their way into our area. Again, just around midnight tonight, you can see north of Parsons, near Chanute, those isolated showers pushing in, but heavier rainfall staying out of our area until mid-morning on Friday. You can see how more of these shower chances, thunderstorm chances start to push back in from Oklahoma along the I-44 and up to the Kansas-Oklahoma border. Those continue through most of the day, and we're actually going to see rain chances start to drop by mid-afternoon, but I'm going to have all those details coming up.
Catch you in a few. Fort Scott Community College has a new president. The Board of Trustees Jack Welch to the role. He brings experience in both higher education leadership and previous work with FSCC and the Fort Scott community. Dr. Welch will oversee all operations and strategic direction for the college, officially stepping into the role on June 30th. The Eastern Shawnee Tribe is celebrating a major milestone, the opening of a new tribal government building on Highway 20. The building brings together administrative services that were once spread across multiple locations, including a flood-prone complex in Seneca. Now, for the first time, members can find everything in one place. The project was built without debt, they say, fully funded by years of budgeting and growth.
We've had two complexes. We are originally downtown Seneca, where we had a 58-acre complex, and it's a floodplain. We have had to be moving from that floodplain, and we've had to build one building, one program a year. So we've been moving for 15 years, and tribal administration is the last part to be able to open this new complex on Highway 10C.
Leaders say it's not just a building, but a symbol of progress and a promise to the next generation to keep moving forward together. Indigo Sky Casino's new Rock and Brews restaurant and concert bar is now open for business. Right now, the Gene Simmons Band is rocking the stage with a free concert. Co-founded by Simmons himself, the venue promises plenty of fun, from watching sports and dancing to regular events like Taco Tuesday. The Wyandotte location now becomes part of a growing franchise.
All across America, coast to coast. We also have 6 casinos, Rock and Brews casinos, that are fully branded top to bottom.
The new event, Brews Restaurant and Concert Bar, features 15 screens for sports and entertainment viewing, a full-service concert bar, countertop gaming, and space for dancing. Fireworks can be a source of anxiety for some of our veterans. A look at the impact Independence Day can have coming up. And the Knights of Columbus in Pittsburgh benefit the community with the gift of grant money. As 4th of July nears, the sounds of fireworks can be expected more and more, of course, throughout the area. But sounds and smells from fireworks can act as a trigger for those with post-traumatic stress disorder, especially for veterans. According to the U.S. Department of Veterans Affairs, more than 7% of service members experience PTSD. The military liaison with Ozark Center in Joplin says the unexpectedness of fireworks, especially when people celebrate early, can be a trigger.
Knowing that, hey, it might trigger some certain things with veterans. So just letting veterans know that, we're starting now, and then we may not end till the 5th or 6th.
A lot of fireworks stands now also carry silent fireworks, which could be a good option for those who want the 4th of July sights without those sounds. Although the 4th of July is still more than a week away, the summer travel season officially kicks off this Saturday, according to AAA. And if you plan to hit the road alone, well, you're not alone. AAA says all 4 states in our region are expecting a surge in automobile travel, up by 9% compared to 2019. AAA can respond to breakdowns on the road.
Make sure your vehicle's road trip ready. The easiest thing you could do is keep up with that regular maintenance, making sure your oil is changed at regular intervals, your tires are properly rotated and properly inflated. that's not only going to help maybe avoid some unwanted breakdowns, but also make sure you're getting the best fuel economy from your vehicle as possible.
And AAA says if you want to save on gas, drive the speed limit. Going faster can consume more fuel per mile. If your 4th of July plans have you staying right here in the 4 states, but you're looking for something to do, well, don't worry, we've got you covered. Simply scan this QR code, head over to KOAMnewsnow.com to check out a list of Independence Day events right here in the area. You can find food, live music, family fun, plenty of fireworks shows. You can celebrate the holiday right here in the 4 states. The Knights of Columbus Endowment Fund grants more than $77,000 to 17 local groups fighting to meet basic human needs in Crawford County. Established after the sale of the Knights of Columbus Tower, the Endowment Fund offers support to seniors, families, and others facing challenges in southeast Kansas.
We couldn't be happier. This is a real blessing for our council, and just to be able to help so many organizations in town that need a hand. This is a real blessing.
Since 2021, the endowment has awarded more than $250,000 for more than 40 projects, from housing and health services to vital community support. Upward Bound students at Crowder College in Neosho, Missouri showcased their research projects to their peers today. That program is for high school students whose parents did not attend college or have a disability. The students are required to attend research classes to help get them ready for college. Subjects range from creative writing to music theory and business law.
I hope that they just genuinely learn how to do research and just enjoy it, because that's something that is difficult for students, especially coming from these smaller schools. They maybe don't have as much of that background in research. So just getting that knowledge on how to do it and then just enjoying the whole process.
The students are allowed to do research of their choosing as long as it's part of their class subject. Pittsburgh Public Library is holding a summer program called Elementary Explorers. The library holds the program every Thursday for kids in 1st through 5th grade. Sessions focus on different topics such as art and science and gives kids an opportunity to engage in various crafts. This week, the kids got to participate in a community project by painting rocks that'll be placed outside the library.
Every week we concentrate on like a different area in our summer reading program. Our theme this year is Color Your World, so a lot of it has to do with art and programs like that, but we've also had science programs. We've had the Sedgwick County Zoo Reach program come.
Elementary Explorers will be held Thursdays from 2 to 3 p.m. through July 24th. Lindsay returns next with a complete look at your forecast, and a little bit later, the Joplin Outlaws look to extend their winning ways. John has highlights from their game against the Timberhogs coming up in sports.
Well, it has been a very hot couple of days. We do have rain chances this weekend to cool us down, but let's take a look at our last 36 hours. So Wednesday, we got up to about 90 degrees. Now earlier today, we only hit about 89, just shy of 90. Now we're expecting to be around the same range for Friday, just shy of 90, especially because of our rain chances that are going to keep us a bit cooler during the day, but right after those rain showers move out of the area, humidity spikes and our temperatures warm right back up. But you can see for the weekend, we're back into the low 90s, so it's going to be a pretty hot weekend. Now taking a look outside downtown Joplin, so far looking good out there. We have mostly clear skies, but our dry line front has been trying to push in all afternoon. Now, again, severe threats not for our area, but we do have some rain chances pushing in as we get into Friday morning. It's a very slow moving front. It redevelops by about 5 a.m. So you can see how our temperature or our percentage for rain chances drives right back up to about 20%. But by mid-morning, 10, 11 a.m. all the way until about 2 p.m. we're going to see highest chances of rain, especially in our Joplin metro area, just widespread rain in our central counties. So if you're planning your day tomorrow, rain continues all the way until about 2, 3 p.m. It does start to die down by 4, but I did keep our thunderstorm chances just in case they're lingering. Now we might briefly touch 90 degrees, but really staying in the upper 80s. Now we are expecting a few rain showers to develop along that front in our northern counties, but this is now about 9:30 in the morning. It'll continue to push into the area. Heavier rainfall in the Joplin metro by early afternoon, so midday. These rain shower chances are going to continue to drive further south. As you can see, southeastern Kansas getting some sunshine by late afternoon and early evening on Friday. All of that drives out of our area, but we do expect a couple of isolated showers and even some isolated thunderstorms along I-44, south of I-44, and then by mid-morning, 8:30, 9 a.m. on Saturday, starts to push out towards the east, and we're back to having a really beautiful day on Saturday. Now, more rain does return Sunday morning until early afternoon, but it's not going to be a big spread. No severe weather is expected, but it will add to our heat risk on Sunday. High temperatures with that high humidity once all the rain clears out is going to be really just gross outside on Sunday afternoon. Now, rain continues Monday and Tuesday. We have isolated chances for storms Monday and Tuesday, but cooler weather. We're back into the 90s for the later half of the work week and for the 4th of July. 90 degrees. Might get an isolated pop-up storm, but really not expecting anything there for the 4th of July. Should stay mostly clear, hot, and probably pretty muggy.
Lindsay, thanks. After weeks of heavy rain followed by these warm temperatures, conditions are ripe for bad mosquito season in the area. And the Joplin Health Department is urging residents to take precautions. Crews have launched a mosquito fogging program to help control the growing population of mosquitoes, at least the potential for growth. But officials say residents can also help by staying indoors during peak mosquito hours, wearing long sleeves and pants, and using EPA-approved insect repellent. The city fogs a different route each week between 4 and 6 a.m. You can find this schedule for your neighborhood at KOAMnewsnow.com. Still ahead, the Outlaws try to wrap up a series victory tonight in Joplin, and the Nevada Griffins hope to put an end to their losing streak. John Dales has highlights from both of those games and more up next in sports.
It's a beautiful night for baseball in the 4 states, and both of our local collegiate summer league teams have home games this evening. The Outlaws face the Piney Woods Timberhogs for the 3rd time in as many days. Parker Wilson gets the start on the mound for Joplin. In the top of the 1st, the Tulsa native gets a swinging strikeout with his fastball, then another, this time with the breaking ball. We go to the bottom of the inning. The Outlaws get right to work at the plate. Runner on base for Landon Midget, the Pitt State commit and former Coffeyville Red Raven, gets a base hit to center. Andre Jackson scores the first run of the contest. Later in the 1st, runner on 3rd, Evan Oslaxon chops it in that direction. It gets away from the 3rd baseman. A run will score on the error. Outlaws up 2-0. But next half inning, Piney Woods responds. Garrett Sheffield crushes it to deep left, just over the outstretched glove of Andre Jackson for a home run. But the Outlaws go on to win. Final score, 6-2. Meanwhile, the Nevada Griffins take on the Jefferson City Renegades at Lions Stadium. In the 1st, Cole Collins nubs one over toward short, and the shortstop comes in, but the ball goes under his glove. Collins on with a single. Next batter, Shadrick Salazar grounds it to short again. This time, the Renegades make the play. In fact, they turn a double play to end the inning. We head to the 3rd now. Jeff City has runners on the corners. PJ Green pops it up, and Rhett Hayes will make the catch and then tag the runner out at first to turn an unassisted double play. Next inning, Renegades have a runner on 2nd, and Luke Eastman drives one to deep left field. That will get over the fence for a 2-run homer. Jeff City cruises to a 5-1 victory over the Griffins. And in Major League Baseball, the Cardinals and Royals, both of them are at home as well. Redbirds are hoping to earn a series victory over the Cubs. Cardinals won the first 2 games, Cubs won last night, and their starting pitcher, Shota Imanaga, he's locked in with a couple of swinging strikeouts in the 3rd. That keeps the Redbirds scoreless. Bottom 7 now, Chicago up 2-0, 2 runners on for Nolan Gorman. He represents the go-ahead run, and he sends it high and deep to center, but Pete Crow Armstrong makes a sliding catch on the warning track. That ends the inning. Bottom 9th now. Cubs up 3-0, runner on 2nd. Wilson Contreras gets hit by a 101-mile-per-hour fastball from Daniel Palencia, and he has some words for the Cubs reliever because of that. We go later in the inning. 2 outs now. Palencia, he gets Gorman to go down looking. That ends the game. And yeah, he turns right to Contreras afterwards. Little bit chippy between these NL Central rivals. Cubs win 3-0. They split the series. Things don't go any better for the Royals. They also get shut out 4-0 by the Rays. Man, Kansas City has now lost 5 games in a row. That drops its record to 5 games below 500, 38-43. And yet, to make things even more challenging, tomorrow the Royals start a series against the Dodgers, who have the best record in baseball. But if you look at it on the bright side, if you can beat the Dodgers a couple of times, then yeah, you get the ball rolling, you get some momentum on your side.
That is the bright side. Let's hope they can do that. They've been awfully streaky this year. It's common in baseball, but boy, the Royals all over the place. Yeah. We'll be right back.
Well, we do have rain chances returning Friday morning, continuing until about 2 to 3 p.m. on Friday. Not expecting any type of severe weather, but we could get some stronger storms there. After all that clears out, it's going to be hot and muggy for the rest of the weekend, and heavier rain returns on Sunday all the way till early Sunday afternoon.
Lindsay, thanks. We expect heat this time of year, and I guess we could use the rain, so you can't complain too much. Final sports note.
Big series coming up at Joe Becker Stadium this weekend for the Outlaws. They welcome the Abilene Flying Bison to town. Those two are tied for first place, and that was the championship series last summer.
Flying Bison, that mascot always strikes me as funny. I'm thinking buffalo wings.
I've never seen any bison that fly.
I never have either. But maybe that's where the buffalo wings come from. Thanks for joining us. Morning show starts at 5 a.m. Let's make it a great tomorrow.